that word of modesty is like one of like your real values. Like she said, I'm working on modesty. I think we're all getting older and maturing a little bit and changing our style. But I like to be a little sexy sometimes too.
Yeah. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. I like the dress.
Okay, so like this isn't too short for you?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, modesty I think is confusing the girlies. Now I felt like I was a hoochie to you. I was confused.
No. You look great. You look great. You know what I'm saying? You're very well.
You want that balloon back?
Give it to me.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode where an older man, that's me, Marvin Kane, gives you my reaction to the popular dating show, Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Now, we're going to pay attention to the body language of these individuals as they come in. We're going to talk about their clothing and how their clothing actually speaks before they open their mouth. We're going to pay attention to their interactions together. What messages, what cues are they paying attention to? What are they really saying to each other? So here we go with Arlet.
All right, let's bring out our next single guy.
And here are our ladies.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Okay, now here we have a gentleman. Why? Why are you doing this? So we talk about the ladies sometimes when it comes to dress to impress and how they're a little bit revealing. He's not revealing. He's just wrong. Everything's wrong. I'm color stupid, so they look like red pants to me, I think, with some blue Nikes. I mean, it just doesn't really go well together for like showing the proper respect to the ladies. And so now he's looking. So here's an unsure man. He doesn't have a plan. He's nervous. He's a bit uncomfortable, but he's going to try and be an over talker. He's not paying attention to Arlet. He's looking for the on switch. Why would you think they would cut the mic off? So here's someone who's not very purposeful. He's not a very purposeful man. So what is he looking for? I don't really know yet. Let's see if we can get his name, get some more action out of it. Let's see what we got.
Hello, how you doing? I'm Danny.
Danny, how old are you?
35.
And what do you do?
I'm a operations manager for a 3PL company.
Okay, nice. What do you like to do for fun?
For fun, so I do anything from indoors, karaoke, cards or podcast, anything outdoors and adventurous.
Okay.
I get the feeling that someone prepped him. I like the shirt. That is a very nice shirt. And when you look at him this way, it's not a bad outfit, except for the fact that his pants are way too short. So this might be a cultural thing. When I say culture, I'm talking about from his immediate circle of friends, family members, co-workers. This looks like a work attire. This looks like something that he put on to go to work, but it doesn't look like something you really put on to go to a date. But it's a nice look at this level right here. So he speaks well. I like his voice, but I'm still not getting that vibe of he really knows what he's looking for. So maybe he can change my mind. And if you don't agree with me, just put it in the comments.
Nice. What do you look for in a woman?
I look for a modest woman. I look for a woman who is pleasant and easy to talk to. I look for a woman who is has her own personal relationship with God, and then also a woman who is a risk taker.
Okay, all right. And now what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers would be somebody who doesn't have a positive outlook on life, somebody who's not open-minded, and then also somebody who's not emotionally intelligent. And I don't have kids, so kids will be a deal breaker.
Okay, all right.
So listen to me. When people talk, they're rambling like he's rambling. He's a really good speaker. I want you to understand saying a lot of the right things does not mean good catch. You've got to read between the lines of why people are using these words in descriptions as to what they want. So he talks about he wants a God-fearing woman. How many of those type of women do you think we see on that line? Now, people can say I'm God-fearing, but pay attention to the message that they're sending out. Let's see, where do we go from here?
All right, so we did get a pop balloon down over there. Let's head on over there and see why they ended up popping. Okay, let's start here with your name and age.
Hi, I'm Shaylin, and I'm 30.
Okay, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Because of the height. Sorry.
And now she's someone that's your type.
Yes, absolutely.
Why? You just said God-fearing. She's got her boob hanging out. This is what I'm saying. No plan. People say all types of things. That does not look like the example of a God-fearing woman. She is out there. So, hey, and there's a lot more we know about her. She's been on the show before, too.
Very beautiful.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you. Got another one here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm 27.
And Ty, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Age for me. You said you're 35. Yeah. And then you're a little everywhere with the fashion. It's cool because you're probably like really fun, but just a little everywhere with the fashion right now.
That's a good description.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
All right. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. Very
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Love the dress. So yeah.
Thank you.
She's cool.
Thank you. We did get another pop back over here. Your name and age.
I'm Chanel and I'm 30. Sorry, I just turned 30 in March.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And now, Chanel, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Well, you're really attractive, but you mentioned modest, and I wouldn't necessarily classify myself as modest. I'm working toward being that, but I don't think I'm so modest.
You're not modest.
Yeah.
You know
Do you want to
yourself so
elaborate on
well.
what you meant with modest?
Just a woman who's not, just like on the scene or like being seen or whatnot. Just know how to, whenever you step out, you just know how to carry yourself or present yourself very pleasant.
Okay. Very much that. But I think like when it comes down to like my fashion and just kind of just being free, like maybe even my shorts, like these aren't so modest.
See, she knows that. So interesting. After all these episodes, a woman that admits that her clothing is not modest, very revealing, wrong message. See, this is crazy. I just have the weirdest feeling this guy might make a connection. There's some very genuine women from what we saw in the first episode. I think he might make a connection. We'll see.
So
So like on vacation, that's fine because I get it on vacation. But like, just like on the everyday or on a weekend type of deal.
He likes her.
Okay.
okay.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. Very nice.
He- So the religious man likes an immodest woman. Unbelievable.
Very good looking. See, absolutely.
Okay.
She took
So
yourself
this
out.
is okay.
That's fine. It's fine. That's
You
fine.
sure about
Yeah,
that?
Yeah. It's all right.
Okay.
She said turn around. Okay, but I'll tell you, this was not the outfit. My outfit just didn't arrive. It was supposed to be a dress. Yeah.
Got you.
So, I mean, do you want your balloon back? Or
Maybe. Yeah.
yes or no?
Yeah.
You
I'll
do?
take it back.
Okay, all right. Let's get a balloon back.
He likes her though.
See, sometimes we just gotta elaborate,
Yeah. You said modest. I'm like, oh, I don't really know.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we'll be back. Okay, we gotta pop over here. Your name and age.
I'm Alicia and I'm 29.
All right, Alicia, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I did feel like the outfit conversation was a little like, I don't know if I maybe misunderstood you. IDK, yeah, I like to wear what I like to wear. I don't feel like everything I wear is pretty sexy. I think there's a scale, but yeah, like if those shorts are just for vacation, I live in Arizona, baby. It's hot out here. I'm like, wait, I gotta wear those on the regular, And I just feel like, yeah, whether it's like gym clothes, sports bra, it's hot. I dress down a little bit sometimes, so.
I've seen her YouTube channel. She's very playful. Even long before this show, she's got a playful channel.
But you're handsome. I feel like you got a lot going for yourself. You're hot.
So he is someone that's your type.
Absolutely. But I don't know how well we would mesh if like that word of modesty is like one of like your real values. Like she said, I'm working on modesty. I think we're all getting older and maturing a little bit and changing our style. But I like to be a little sexy sometimes too.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. I love the dress.
Okay, so like this isn't too short for you?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
It's
modesty
great.
I think is confusing the girlies. Now I
He's got the wrong word. Modesty is not the word. These women are not modest. They're not even trying to pretend. They're like, we're not modest.
felt like I was a hoochie to you. I was confused.
No. You look great. You look great. You know what I'm saying? You're very well.
You want that balloon back?
Give it to me.
Okay.
I thought, like, okay, I won't count myself out.
Let's get the balloon back.
Wow.
Go. Okay, let's head on back this way. So I'm gonna hand you a pick now.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on to that. And I'm gonna have you pop. Let's go
Four.
with three balloons.
Three. Good.
Yeah.
Why?
Two
She's
more?
amazing.
Uh-oh. And one more.
She looks like a comic strip character.
Okay, we'll start down there.
She's got undescribable
All
beauty.
right, your name and age.
Analicious. I am 28 years old.
And Annalicious, why was your balloon unpopped?
He looks attractive. Now that you're closer to me, I don't think we would have been a perfect match.
What?
Okay. Why do you say that?
Just kind of looking at you. I'm trying to get that intense feeling, and I'm not really getting it.
Wow.
All right. Now, why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Just not something I would go for.
What am I not seeing in this woman? She just looks spectacular to me. I mean, beautiful. She's covered up. Maybe that's what it is, because he's been picking these trendy women that's half dressed. Here's a woman that's covered up. Can't be the woman for him because she is modest. Interesting.
Typically, that's all.
And why not?
She got too many clothes on.
Can't really say. It's not my type.
She don't care. She ain't losing
Thank
nothing.
you. Then we did pop another one over here. Your name and age.
Makara, 29.
All right. And Makara, why was your balloon unpopped?
I just want to hear him out a little bit more, and he has very nice eyes. So.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
It was just more so.
The hair color.
I love that you're very creative. With your style, you have a very creative style, but it's just not my type of style. That's all.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
The style.
yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
I wish he could have been more
Another
specific.
one over here. Your name and age.
Alexis, and I'm 30.
And Alexis, why was your balloon unpopped?
So first impression, pretty solid, and your deal breakers along with your qualities in women honestly match my deal breakers and quality in men. So I just wanted to know more information about you.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
Because he's
Just the height
crazy.
thing, that's all. Just the height.
She's perfect in height. What is the problem with that? So we got a guy talking about height. Was she too tall?
Gotcha.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9", without the heels.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
with the heels, you're like,
probably like flat 6. Yeah.
and then how tall are you?
About 11.
Oh yeah. Okay. Understand.
Why does that even matter? Y'all look great together.
All right, thank you.
So now we have gentlemen being pretentious about height. Come on, man. Something ain't right about homie.
Okay, let's head on back. So we do have 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
All right, so ladies, where are you currently based? What are your top 2 goals for this year? Also, what's something about yourself that you think I'd appreciate?
Okay, we'll start there and come back. She's like, oh no.
Arlet, look at Arlet. She is so classy. Why can't women watch this show, allow their minds to be mentored by the maturity of this woman and the way that she dresses? I have never seen her sexualized dress. I've never seen her poorly dressed. She always looks business, professional, just profound. It shouldn't be profound, but because she's the only one that dresses like this, it is profound.
All right, your name and age, and then the answer to his question.
Hi, I'm LaPortia and I'm 38. I'm sorry, what was the last question?
What's something about you that you think I'd appreciate?
Okay, so 2 of the goals that I would have for this year is pay off my debt and start looking for land because I do want to own land. And then something that was there 2 questions or 3 questions?
So it's 3. So where are you currently based?
Oh, I'm in Dallas, Texas, sorry.
And then your top 2 goals.
And then the goals would be paying off my debt and then looking for land. I want about like 6 acres. And then something that I think you would appreciate is just my authenticity, just who I am. I can't really change who I am, but just be who I am and see if you're accepting of it.
Very well.
Thank you. And over here, name and age and answer to his question.
I'm Jordan. I'm 27, a therapist, and I own a small business selling hair care products. I'm based in Texas. 2 goals for this year. One, I plan on starting my doctorate's degree this year. And then I'm also working on my first book. So, and then what was the third part to the question?
What's something about you that you think I'd appreciate?
That's a tough question because I don't know you to know what you would appreciate, but something that I think is objective would be I'm very intellectual. I like deep conversation. I think that I can pick someone's brain in a positive way.
Thank you. And right here, your name and age.
My name is Chanel. I'm 30 years old, and I manage and own a birth and postpartum business.
Let's answer to his questions.
So the first thing, I'm based out of California, Northern California. 2 things that I'm working on is getting a business started, second business started for nonprofit for youth, young African American girls, called Girl Sip, which is like the opposite of gossiping. So we girl sip, and basically we have candid conversations about kind of like what the young youth are talking about, but the end result is like finding a teachable moment in it and ultimately providing mentorship for the young girls.
I guarantee you there are 300,000 women that just heard her talk about girl sip going, why did I think of that? That is very creative. I still don't like her makeup.
That's really my
much.
ultimate goal, so I wouldn't add another one. That's the main thing that I'm focused on right now. And then the last question, something that you'd appreciate. I would say just my selflessness, like, and my ability to kind of like really connect with just about anyone, like homeless people, veterans, youth, pregnant women, like fathers. Like I'm like really like I'm like well-rounded. So I think that's something you'd appreciate.
And not modest.
And over
She's a-
here, name,
she's a
age,
good
and answer those
person.
questions.
Okay, I'm Alicia. I'm 29. I'm based in the Phoenix area, Scottsdale, Phoenix area. Two of my goals for the year, I really want to prioritize wellness. That's really important for me. So that's not just like going to the gym, but like what you eat, a little bit of everything like that, just what you put into your body and how you treat yourself. And also volunteering. That was on my vision board. So I've done it a couple times so far. And I really want to continue to like feed the hungry. That's a big thing for me.
And then what's something he would appreciate about you?
I think I'm funny. I like to think so. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And over here, your name and age and the answer to those questions.
I'm Sydney, and I'm 28, and I'm based in Texas, Houston, Texas. What was the first question? Where I'm based. Okay, my two goals. At church, we have a saying not to be a spectator, but a participator. So my goal for this year is I've been going to a lot more groups, but now I want to eventually like lead a group. We have this thing called B group, so I want to be like a leader of that and have like my own little ministry.
Please get a longer dress first. I mean, why are you here like that? See, a lot of these people claim their religious view, but come on, you're very immodest in your outfit. So that tells me a lot about your character. Look at me, look at me. So that's why she wants to go up and get this attention. Unbelievable.
So that's one of my goals. I don't really have another goal yet because I'm pretty much where I want to be career-wise. So it's more like that.
Get a longer dress.
And
Make that a
then
goal.
trait of me that you would appreciate. You said you like being outside. So do I. I just love being by the water, just being out in the sun. I ran this morning. I just like being outside. So just that outdoor thing you might appreciate.
Thank you. And then what about for yourself? What are two goals you're working on? Where are you based?
So I'm based out of Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
I do have a bachelor's degree. I just completed my undergrad cert in e-commerce, and then also right now I'm in the market to find me an investment property. So.
Okay. And then what's something that you think the ladies would appreciate about you?
So I'm very thoughtful. I'm very well planned. Any type of dates, any travels, whatever. I'm the guy that puts everything together. I'm also a good active listener, and I'm very considerate.
All right. He named a whole list. You didn't
Yeah.
just name one. Okay. All right. So
He's a good
I am
guy.
going to have you pop two balloons.
Two balloons.
Two balloons. Whenever you're ready, head on over there.
Oh, man. Yes.
Okay. And then one more.
Not modest. Really?
Start
I
down
loved
here.
her comment.
All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
I just want to get to know them more. I don't want to like automatically pop based off of visual, so I just try to allow them to speak.
Okay. But is he someone that's your type? Like if he were to approach you, would you entertain it?
Yeah, I would entertain him. Just I like for the man to lead, so I would just allow him to show me what it is. Yeah.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
It was just more so of, I can't really tell you why.
You can't tell me why.
I think,
Be
so,
honest. Be
no,
honest.
so, I think it was the distance.
Okay, yeah, that's not a problem.
I think it was distance.
Oh my
so.
gosh.
So,
I see. All right. Thank you.
You're going to let distance come between you and this super amazing woman. I move.
Thank you.
And then you did pop one more over here. So why was your balloon unpopped?
Oh, interest, like, definitely seem like someone that I would connect with.
Okay. I see here. Why'd you end up popping hers? She got
For
it
the
back and
second
everything.
time.
I know, right? So it was a distance, with you being out in California. That's all.
I just relocated from Texas.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm there to stay.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. Okay. We've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
I don't know who he'll pick.
Lady, so are you financially stable? How's your family dynamic? And are you fulfilled? If not, what's missing?
I do not like those financial stable questions. I know they're important, and I think that's a question you learn about a person because a lot of people and this economy are in transition. So when a woman asks a question, I really hate when a woman asks that question. That's her first thing that she mentions. But he's come down to this towards the end. This is not an initial question. He had it built into the conversation that's ongoing. So why ask now? He's got his top three. Let's see what they say. I don't like the question.
Okay. Yeah, he throws all the questions at you guys at once. All right, let's hear from you.
Okay, am I financially stable? For just me, myself, yes. If I had someone else, I would have to like rethink about that. My family dynamic, my parents divorced when I was like 8. I have a stepmom though. I have 2 sisters. We're all really close. I'm the oldest. I would say I'm closer to my mom, but we're always together. My mom recently moved to Arkansas, and my dad and stepmom are still in Texas, and then my sisters are all over, but we're just all close knit. What was the last question?
And so are you fulfilled? If not, what's missing?
I feel like this year when I turned 28 in January, and I think they say like it switches like 28 right before you get to 30. So I think that's when I realized everything I have in my life I have, but something was missing. So that's when I started getting deeper into my relationship with God, because I think that was what was not fulfilled. So right now, yes, but I definitely, back when I, like last year, no. So this year, working towards that.
Thank you.
I think that's the one he's going to pick. She just said the God thing very well. He spoke on that. No one really spoke on that but her. She was the first.
All right, what about over here?
Can you say all 3 of them?
Yes, so it's family dynamic.
Are you financially stable?
Are you financially stable? And also the last one is
Family dynamic.
Yeah, she is. She's got an amazing YouTube channel.
If not, what's missing?
Okay. Am I financially stable? Yes. My family dynamic, I live kind of farther away from a lot of my family, and we have an interesting family dynamic, but I do say I'm a little bit more of a lone wolf. I'm not going to lie. Like, maybe a little bit of the black sheep, because I just like to be authentically myself. And I'm from a very strict, like, Catholic family. So I kind of like to just like do me, and I don't need to be so rigid with how I am as a person. That's why when you were saying the modest thing, I'm like, what does that mean exactly to you? I feel like I was raised like that. And so I love my family, but I am a little bit of a lone wolf. And last but not least, am I fulfilled? I feel like not yet. I still want a family. I want to finish my degree. Like, there's some things that I'm working on, but I do think I'm happy and like lucky with my life.
That's a nice answer.
And what about over here?
Okay, am I fulfilled? What's my family dynamic and financially stable? Yes, I'm financially stable. However, I'm 27, and I feel like your 20s are about establishing yourself financially to take care of yourself and kind of live the life that you want to live. And I feel like your 30s are more so being financially stable for the future. So I'm financially stable for a 27-year-old, but as I'm entering my 30s, like one of my goals this year is to open up a Roth IRA. I haven't done that yet. So I haven't started preparing for retirement. But for a 27-year-old, yes, right? Family dynamic, can you like elaborate? You mean extended family or immediate family?
So like your immediate family?
Immediate family, I would say I kind of resonate with what she said. I kind of am a lone wolf. I come from a great family. I love my family a lot. I'm not very close with my siblings. I have a lot of siblings. I'm not very close with them. My mother actually passed away last year. So I kind of am, I would have to resonate with that, a lone wolf in that sense. And am I fulfilled? I like happily say no. Like I associate fulfillment with complacency. Right. And so I don't aim to be fulfilled. I aim to I'm a very goal-oriented person. So aim to keep accomplishing my goals. And so am I happy with where I'm at? Sure. But I don't think I'm fulfilled. And my goal isn't necessarily to like come to this moment of fulfillment. It's to keep growing constantly. So
she's a very deep woman. I mean, if he's looking for someone to have the best conversations with, I hate her outfit. She always dresses this way. And I wish she wouldn't, because she has so much, there's so much to her. At 27, she's a powerful 27-year-old woman. She can talk. She can put it out there. She knows where she's going. She's focused, and she's very clear-minded. Excellent.
Thank you. All right. We heard quite a lot from all three ladies. It is time to pop a balloon.
Second girl got to go.
I know, it was tough. They all gave really good answers.
It's all sex. Yeah, I knew she was
All
going.
right, so Alicia, why was your balloon unpop? Actually, you took it back. Why'd you take it back?
I think you're handsome. You sound well-rounded. Yeah, I'm just getting good vibes from you. So I just wanted to see what you had in store.
See, this is the man that came out talking religion. And I'm not doubting him. I'm reacting to him. He talked religion, God, relationship with God. And yet the three final women are the three least dressed women out there. And then the one that has the most clothing, he pops. So now we have the two least dressed women. So it's not just about the words. It's about paying attention to what people say. His mind is trying to be fulfilled. He sees what they show. So he's captivated by what they're showing him. But I think he's going to go for the therapist. She's got a lot going on with her.
And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Her response.
She's just all wrong.
Okay.
Just kind of threw me a little bit. But,
It's okay.
Which part?
But she's great though. She's great. You know.
What part about her response threw you off?
So you did mention that your family dynamic, you know, was you're kind of like a lone wolf.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I think you know,
I felt the vibe. It's okay.
it was just that.
I'm not offended. It's okay. I get it.
No, it's like
Because you sound like you're looking for like somebody who's like really strong in their family. And I feel like my friends are more my family. And like I have like a family that I've created more so than like my blood family being super close to me. But it's okay. I get it.
So there's a note about family that I like to share because it was shared with me. So your immediate family, these aren't the ones you choose. Your friends are family that you choose. So you got to be very specific when you talk about who is your family. That can be a little challenging. And in her case, she's not close to her biological family, but she has friends, which is her selected family that she's very close to. But the other woman said something else. So he might be, initially I thought he liked the first one, the school principal, vice principal, the vice principal of the school. So we'll see. This is going to get interesting. I think he could have did well with this lady, though. She's bubbly. She's open-minded. She's free-thinking. I think he missed out on her.
Where it come from.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got two ladies left. Ladies, any questions for him?
You better ask a question.
Okay, we'll be back. All right.
So you mentioned your relationship with God earlier. I have a two-part. I want to know what your relationship with him looks like on a day-to-day basis.
I'm looking at this outfit. Okay, that is supposed to be a strap that goes around the neck. And she disconnected. He's picking her. I think he's motivated by the sexual look of these women. And now she's talking about God. So let's see what she's going to say.
And then I would also like to know what it means to you to be a man of God.
So I do read my word, I do pray, and I do attend church. Am I a man of God? Am I God-led? I wouldn't say that per se. You know, I am on my own journey and whatnot, so you know that's something that I'm constantly working on. But I'm not like far stretched or like that.
Do you want to elaborate before I pop my balloon? Because that is a pop for me, but I want to give you the chance to maybe elaborate on what you mean.
So I'll say more so, I'm not exactly, so I'm on the ladder, to reach God. It just, I may
I'm
not
sorry to interrupt you, but I'm talking about Jesus. Are you talking about?
Yeah, Jesus
Okay,
Christ, yes.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
So I'm sorry. So, yes.
Because you went a little spiritual with me.
No,
is
so
that
yes.
what you're spiritual?
Yes. So, no, not spiritual. I'm sorry, not spiritual. So yes, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, but as far as just a deeper connection with God or with Jesus, it's not entirely there, but.
Is there a yearn for that?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I grew up essentially a PK, so I did grow up.
So there was kind of I feel like with PKs you kind of become an adult and you create some distance, and are you coming back? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, so I am back on the ladder. So I was, away for some time.
Understood.
But now, I am back in my word. I am back praying daily, and so.
Okay.
Religion be tearing up people, their explanation. See, when you're not a Bible reader, you don't have a verbal foundation to stand on, to explain. And and you say you read your Bible every day, but you're on the ladder. That makes no sense. The ladder belongs to the devil. You're either on God's side, you're with God, or you're not. It's really that simple. This is where she's coming from. She's not looking for the spiritual man who can blow like the wind in any directions. She's looking for a man, like she said, she believes that Jesus Christ, she claims, like many people claim, Jesus is God. That's her undebatable belief. And so she's looking for a man to support that. Is this the guy? I just don't think so by what he's saying. He came out here like his clothing really teaches what his beliefs are. He's all over the place. He's got 3 different styles, and if you count the socks, that's 4 different styles of dressing, trying to match it together. So that's his life. That's his character. He's doing the same thing with religion. I think these women have been smart enough to realize he's not what you would call a man of God. And he's picking women who are half dressed. That's the whole story in a nutshell.
Can I ask one more? I know I popped. Can I ask one more question? So, what are you doing to fulfill that yearning?
I mean, we're just that, just praying every day, just, attending church service, just being consistent with that. And that's about it, really.
Okay. I'm going to remain unpopped.
Okay. And why?
So I am Christian, and I'm not a perfect Christian whatsoever. So it's no judgment from me. But when I think about a husband, I'm called to be submissive, right? And so for me to be submissive to a man, I want to know that he's led by Jesus. I want to follow Jesus through my man, right? Like me following you should be me following Jesus. And if you're not completely confident in your walk with Jesus, I don't feel confident being fully submissive. So
She speaks so well on the dime, but she dresses so terribly. Oh, you are such a sexual being. You are just showing all the sex. Stop doing this. And then you could be taken more seriously. But of all the women, every show that she's on, she is always so well polished. She's 27 years old and she's got it together, except for her dress. So that just tells me she needs to read her scriptures a little more. She wants to be led by Jesus. Okay, then follow Jesus. Put some clothes on. You too overshowing too much.
Okay. All right. Now, is she someone that was your type?
Yes,
Definitely.
thank you.
Very well put together, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
She's
we'll get
done.
another pop back over here. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
Same thing that she basically said. I also grew up with PK. However, I was the opposite. I still knew who my father was, who God is. I just didn't really have like a personal connection. I was like just living, like I just lived in the belief in him, but not through him. Like God wasn't shown through me. And I think I'm at the point in my life, I just said, like when I turned 28, it was like a lot of stuff was happening, and it was just like a breakthrough for me. And essentially, since I grew up in a household where my dad wasn't on the same level as my mom, and eventually I think that is what caused the divorce. So I just don't want to be in that same pathway where I want us to be on the equally yoked, basically. But yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So, do you understand what they're saying? Or
Absolutely.
Okay. And now is she someone that's your type?
Yes, I love the hair, love the eyes. The dress, yes.
All right, thank you. Well, that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for him, ladies. Thank you. Okay.
Listen, for all those spiritual people and religious people, there's a Bible verse that talks about how a physical man cannot understand the ways or the thinking of a spiritual man. So here's a man that brought up religion. He said one of the things he was looking for in a woman was a woman that's God-fearing, like she wanted to follow God, right? He didn't define God until the lady defined it for him. But yet, in saying that, he's paying attention to the least dressed women, the ungodly looking women. I mean, this is crazy. So in order to have a foundation, and even though you say you're a Bible reader every day, maybe you're reading too much of the Bible every day. Maybe you may be reading, some people read 15 chapters a day and don't remember what they read. Maybe just read like my son and I do every morning. We read a chapter of the Bible every day, and we can dwell on that throughout the day and have good conversations, and it reminds us of what we should do. Sometimes people are reading too much, they miss the whole point. Read a little slower, because a spiritual person It's just that that's someone who knows who their creator is. That's someone who is actually practicing, not saying it and then looking like a streetwalker. That's not what religion teaches. Religion is a way of life. So that's just my bandwagon when it comes to religion. If you're going to be religious even in your dress and your outfits. Because remember, this show is about reaction. And it's about how your clothing actually speaks for you, speaks volumes before you even open your mouth. So this is Marvin Kane, an older man, giving you my reaction to this popular dating show, Pop the Balloon or Find Love. If you agree with what I said, put it in the comments. And I like to hear from the women because women have a different point of view. I'm a man. I think like a man. So I'm interested in hearing the points of view of women. So if you have ideas that you want to share, enlighten me. I don't have all the answers. I'm simply reacting to what people do on this show. So I would love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your point of view. And I will definitely comment. Right? Now, some of y'all are going to come out after me. I don't like this, that whole religious thing. You know what? That's your opinion. This is just my opinion. We all have opinion like we all have noses. Very good. So like, share, and subscribe this video with a friend, family member, or even a stranger. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And check out our YouTube channel. We have over 900 videos on the topic of relationships. We talk a lot about relationships. And again, this is Marvin Kane, an older man, giving you my opinion on Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And as always, remember this.